Explain to me how it is that you close down 5 schools because you say that there's no state or city government funding to keep the schools open for the public, but somehow, some way, y'all got the fucking the money to open up 2 of those schools to the Ukrainian refugees and 2 of the other schools to the motherfucking the Venezuelan refugees.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back. So I talk about current events. I talk about, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I am going to be talking about politics probably like once a week, just because there's a lot of things going on within politics, and I want to make you guys aware of what's going on, and it could possibly affect you. Don't say I didn't try to warn you.
Chicago and Illinois' government, listen to me and listen to me clearly. Like, for real, tune the fuck in, because I'm telling y'all right now, y'all finna start a fucking riot. And I do mean a real fucking riot. Mayor Brandon, you better fucking listen. We are sick of y'all shit. More preferably, I'm talking about the South Side, okay? Let me tell you something. The South Side is at the very bottom, the very fucking bottom of the barrel when it comes to getting anything that we need from the fucking city or from the government, for the state government. But guess what? They bring their ugly asses down to the South Side and the South suburbs first to get everything that they fucking need to make this stupid ass city and this state run. Explain to me how it is that you close down 5 schools because you say that there's no state or city government funding to keep the schools open for the public, but somehow, some way, y'all got the fucking the money to open up 2 of those schools to the Ukrainian refugees and 2 of the other schools to the motherfucking the Venezuelan refugees. But you can't find the money to fix it for the fucking people who fucking live here. Explain to me how it is that you done sat up here and you done closed down all the motherfucking homeless shelters. Literally, it's only like 5 homeless shelters in Chicago. Matter of fact, that's not even a joke. That's not a lie. It's 5 well-established homeless shelters left in fucking Chicago. But somehow, some way, the homeless shelters that y'all closed down, you're opening for the fucking refugees. You don't give a damn about us, the people who live here, the people who stay here and pay fucking taxes, but you giving it to the fucking refugees. Now listen, I am not against nobody going nowhere to get away from no dangerous living situation, but the fact that they are here and our government is giving more to them than they will ever give to the people who was born here is really starting to piss us off. Oh, and Mayor Brandon, hi, how are you? We coming for your ass. Oh yeah, we coming for your ass because you lied the hardest. And the crazy part is I kept on telling people not to vote for your ugly, four-eyed ass, and they did, because you was gonna come up in this bitch like another coon-ass Lori Lightfoot, and look at what the fuck happened, you big-ass coon. I'm mad at myself because I let my phone die last night, which means that it has the power back on and it take a little minute. I usually don't do that, but I would have had the perfect set of proof that this is happening, because let me tell y'all something. On my block, down from it, and across the street, I can see a building, right? And this building has been sitting there vacant for 2 years. The building has been sitting there vacant for 2 years because the person who owned it, he opened it up to the government for it to be a low-income housing building. But the government wasn't upholding the low-income housing money. Therefore, the person who owned it had to sell it back to the bank. And it's been sitting there for 2 fucking years. Literally 2 fucking years. Now explain to me why the fuck it is that I wake up today and I see a box truck, a literal 12-foot white box truck sitting out in front of the building, and it's Latinos coming out of the fucking truck and going into the building.
What?
How is this possible? You could not give the funding to the person who previously owned it to keep the building open for low-income housing, for people who are from Chicago, who cannot afford it here, because this is not a cheap-ass city, okay? It's expensive as fuck to live here. You cannot give the funding to that man to help the Chicagoan people, but somehow, someway, y'all got that $9,000 going to each one of these refugee families, and guess what the fuck happened? They buying up every fucking thing. But at the same time, y'all put us through the motherfucking ringer for us to even try to attempt to purchase something in Chicago or Illinois. Y'all have no idea how hard it is to really buy some shit in fucking Chicago, especially on the south side. But these refugee families getting $9,000 a fucking family could come in and buy up every fucking thing. We sick of y'all. We sick of y'all. Hey, government, Chicago and Illinois government, motherfucking baby, Brandon, Pritzker,
let it out.
Sick of y'all shit. Y'all somebody better come fix it. Somebody better come fix it, because if I get my ass out here on my soapbox, baby, fix it. I'm sick of y'all.
Whoa. Let me know what y'all think about this video, because this is going on as we speak. This is not something that happened 2 years ago, 4 years. This is happening right now in our face, right? I agree with everything that she said. From everything that I have seen from the migrants, aka illegal immigrants, because they don't have any ID. We don't know who they are. We don't know exactly where they come from. We don't know anything, but they are here. The issue that we are seeing as Americans is that these migrants are coming in and they are using our tax dollars, and they have never paid a tax in U.S. history. So I do understand why she is riled up. That tax money should have been for her and her community. Okay, she said that it's hard out there for her, and it's hard out there for other black people. It's hard out there for everybody. But yet you let these migrants come into the city, give them checks, $9,000 checks, $1,000 food card. They're moving in, they're buying up stuff, they're living the best life that they can. But we have homeless people that can't even get a shelter. Homeless Americans. This is a war against us. This is war against Americans. You got to understand, this is our money. Why aren't we fixing home first? That's my whole thing. I don't mind immigrants coming in, but they should do it the right way. I never received any type of free rent ever. I never received 2 years of free rent. We have never received that. So I understand her pain. When y'all going out here voting for whoever y'all voting for, please make sure that you look these people up, check out their backgrounds, make sure everything lines up. I'm not gonna tell you to vote Republican or Democrat. Y'all gotta start opening up your eyes, because me personally, I was told when I was young, vote Democrat, vote this, vote that. And you know, that's exactly what I did. I voted Democrat straight down. A light just shined in my head, and it shined in my head probably about 10 years ago, and I started asking questions. I would ask my parents, like, why y'all still voting for the Democrats? And I'm like, y'all still fighting for the same stuff that y'all mama been fighting for, and I'm still fighting for the same thing that my grandma fighting for. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why are we still voting for these people, and we're still put into the same situation time after time after time? The last time I didn't even vote, to tell you the truth. I just chose to stay at the crib, because I knew I wasn't gonna vote for Joe Biden. I knew that for sure based on his history. They know how to tweak the numbers and make it look good, like, oh, the unemployment rate is down, this has been stop it. That's cap. Inflation is at an all-time high. Food is at an all-time high. Everything is at an all-time high, but minimum wage is at an all-time low. Just because the migrants are in Chicago now and in New York now, that don't mean that they won't be close to your city.